Imagine you're a vampire with a peculiar problem. You faint at the sight of blood. Talk about a career crisis. Welcome to the complex world of hemophobia, the fear of blood. It's like being a fish afraid of water or a bird petrified of heights. Throughout this video we'll delve into the nature of phobias, why hemophobia might develop and how it can be managed. So buckle up, or should we say tighten your tourniquets as we plunge into the world of hemophobia. You might think, hey, isn't it normal to feel a bit woozy at the sight of blood? Well, yes and no. Sure, blood isn't exactly the most appetizing sight for anyone unless you're a vampire, which in that case we should probably have a different conversation. But it's important to understand the difference between a normal reaction and a phobic reaction. Think about it this way. You see a tiny spider in your house. You might jump, maybe let out a little scream, then grab a shoe and smash it. That's a normal reaction. But if you spotted a spider in your neighbor's yard last week and you've since hired an exterminator, moved into a hotel, and started a neighborhood watch for spiders, well, that's a phobic reaction. It's the same with blood. A normal reaction might involve feeling a bit faint or uneasy at the sight of a serious wound. A phobic reaction? That's feeling faint every time you see a ketchup bottle. It's considering changing your favorite color from red to green because red reminds you too much of blood. So, while it's natural to feel a bit uncomfortable at the sight of blood, it's not quite normal to consider packing your bags and moving to Mars because someone had a nosebleed in your town last week. If that's you, you might be dealing with hemophobia. Now you're probably wondering, why do I turn into a human popsicle whenever I see blood? Well, let's dive into the thick of it, shall we? The causes of hemophobia, like any other phobia, can be as diverse as the types of cheese at a gourmet deli. One common cause could be a traumatic experience. Picture this. You're in kindergarten, it's arts and crafts time, and you're handling a pair of scissors like a boss. Then, bam, a paper cut. You stare at the red liquid oozing out in horror. From that moment on, the sight of blood sends chills down your spine, much like hearing your grandma's ghost stories. Then there's the learned response theory. You might have seen someone faint at the sight of blood and thought, well, that doesn't look like fun. Your brain, being the smart little cookie it is, decided that blood equals fainting. And now you're a fully fledged hemophobe. Sometimes, it's just an overactive imagination. You see a drop of blood, and suddenly, you're in a Tarantino movie. Your mind turns a paper cut into a gushing wound, and before you know it, you're ready to pass out. So if you thought your childhood fear of cooties was bad, imagine being scared of your own boo-boos. Now that we've scared you enough, let's turn the tables. There is help available for hemophobia, and no, it doesn't involve living in a bubble. You might be thinking, oh great, they're going to lock me in a room with a horror movie marathon. Well, not exactly. One common method of treatment involves exposure therapy. Don't worry, this doesn't mean you'll be signing up for a job at your local butcher shop or volunteering at a blood bank. It's a gradual process where you'll be slowly exposed to the fear trigger, in this case, blood, in a controlled environment. Another popular treatment is cognitive behavioral therapy. It's like having a personal trainer for your mind, helping you to change the way you think and react to blood. So instead of running for the hills when you see a paper cut, you'll just calmly reach for a bandage. So, there you have it. A fear of blood might make you a terrible vampire, but it doesn't mean you can't lead a normal life. Well, we've reached the end of our bloody journey and you're still conscious. That's a win. We've dived into the Red Sea of hemophobia, explored its gory depths, and you've survived. No fainting spells or cold sweats. Just remember, it's all in your head, like that imaginary vampire lurking in the shadows. If you've enjoyed this video, or at least didn't faint, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more phobia fun, and remember, it's okay to be a little scared, just don't let it suck the life out of you.